Have you ever wondered what the top 10 most streamed 90s songs are? Or what about the top 10 highest paid dead celebrities? Maybe the top 10 most common phobias? Hi there, I'm Nick, host of the 10ish podcast. Every episode, me and my various sidekick hosts share trivia, fun facts, and hot takes as we try to guess each other's top 10ish list. Here's a little preview.
When he dresses up as a girl bunny, he drives Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam crazy with lust.
Mr. Monopoly's actual legal name, Rich Uncle Pennybags.
And it turns out people will just shock a guy to death if someone in a lab coat asks semi-nicely.
Chickens outnumber humans more than 2 to 1.
It is the only R-rated film to gross $1 billion.
With over 200 episodes and counting, there's sure to be a top 10 list that tickles your weird little fancy just right. Listen to 10ish Podcasts now on any podcast app. That's 10ISH Podcast.
Hi there. Welcome to November.
No Shave November?
Yeah, welcome to No Shave November. And this month, we're eating exclusively body hair. We're picking it up off the floor.
We go to barbershops and buy it by the pound. And we weigh it on a little scale.
Yeah.
Candied hair.
Every night before bed, I screw off the little top of my drain in my sink and I scoop it in.
That's where the good hair is.
Yeah, the real wet hairs.
It's blonde. Who's been here?
Yeah, that's how I found out that I'm being cuckolded. It's because I was eating my wife's facial hair.
That I had no idea about.
Well, I was thinking about how we normally shout the name of the show at the beginning of each episode. And I was thinking,
we're not going to do that?
That must be a very annoying thing for people to come into.
You think so?
Okay,
I think so. So how about we whisper it this time?
Okay.
Just
like
this
it.
time. We'll see how it goes.
I like it.
So welcome, everybody, to
Is it weird that I'm looking in a mirror and doing it? Now there's a lady behind me? Is that weird?
Candy Mary.
Yeah.
She's here to eat your facial hair.
Instead of Dandy Mary, you went Candy Mary. And that's very funny to me. And I hope you know that. That wasn't well crafted. Your brain is just like candy, candy, candy.
First thought, best thought. Or rather, in my case, first word that comes up, best word that comes up. It's actually Mary Jane, the little candy.
Oh,
the
that's
little
cute.
thing. I remember one time we went to Target, you and I. This was a long time ago, and you bought a bag of Mary Janes. Have you even know what Mary Janes are?
No, I don't know what Mary Janes are.
I don't really know what they are.
Like a weed candy?
It's not. It's a little candy, but it's like, we bought it at Target.
They're very progressive there.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's a very old candy called Mary Jane from like before that had a connotation. And the guy who was checking us out was like, you know what this means, right?
See, I like where his head's at.
Yeah.
So it was like chocolate? Is like chewy?
What is it? You're
like,
the one who ate it. You ate like a whole. It's like
I don't remember.
It's like a sucking candy almost, but I think maybe it's butterscotch.
Oh, that's sad.
Probably. That sounds like me.
It's like a bad candy.
Yeah.
It's a candy that bad boys eat.
Yeah.
They're like taffy. I know the packaging. I didn't know that they were called Mary Jane until that guy pointed it out. I'm like, oh, weird. Okay.
A butterscotch flavored taffy?
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's just old.
Never heard or seen a Mary Jane.
I don't think I've seen it since that day. I think that situation just happened so that guy could say, you know what this means.
He got fired and they stopped selling the candy. That's how bad that incident was.
He was sent to federal prison for saying that.
Joe Biden got him out. It's okay. He broke him. He didn't release him. He broke him out of prison.
Joe Biden's breaking everyone out of prison. This is the America that the communists want. But hey, I'm Daniel Zaffron.
Beto Sistos.
Greg Gonzalez.
And this is Candy's Dandy. That'll be good for people who are annoyed by our voices and like ASMR.
Candy is dandy, Danny. Candy is dandy.
Come candy with us. So a quick top of the show thing.
Top of the show to you.
A top of the show. That's what the segment should be called. Top of the show to you. So again, my mom had, not a correction, but my mom said, because as you know, my
mom said.
This segment. My mom said.
That's actually what this segment should be called. My mom said, not my mama always told me, just my mom said that, which also this Forrest Gump thing is about candy. But anyway, because as we know, her grandpa, my great grandpa, owned a candy store in Yonkers, New York. Yonkers. We all know Yonkers. we all love Yonkers. We're all bonkers for Yonkers.
I knew that was coming. I didn't want to be the one who did it, though.
First word, best word. As we established, I am the writer of the show, so it is up to me to say the stupid things.
Quiet clapping
Quiet
for the
clap.
person who does the most work. Sure, if you want to be the writer, you go for it.
Let's isolate that. Everything we've said so far, I scripted out. But she was saying that when her grandpa would make her work in the store, because she was allowed to she could read the Archie comics, but she couldn't fold them over.
Oh, right. Because you bend the spine or
Yeah,
whatever.
because then no one would want to buy the Archie comics.
Imagine being that particular about an Archie comic. Like, this has been folded over. Look at the staples.
Greg, my family's fortune was built on Archie comics. And if
They
one
own Riverdale.
I'm the mayor of Riverdale. Hot Riverdale. But she was always taught by him, put the older candies in the front, the newer candies in the back, because those have to move quicker. So, insider tip, which I actually did when I picked out these candies that we have today, go to the back, reach to the back. Although it's kind of hard because the shelves, especially at the front of the store. So I don't want my hand to be stuck. And they're like, sir, what are you doing? The best ones are in the back. My mama told me.
That's why they're shoved at an angle, because they know that you grifters go and eat all the new ones. And the older ones just get older.
You're the mayor of Riverdale. Hot Riverdale.
That's what I do with bread and milk. I always go to the back.
Milk, I always do that with milk. Bread, I never even thought to do that.
Oh yeah, man, you gotta go deep.
I go back to the baker and shake him by the lapel. Give me your finest bread.
This milk isn't hot from the cow. What? It's cold.
So yeah, insider tips when you're at the supermarket. And that's been my mama always told me.
And that's why supermarkets hate us.
So
That's why Ralph's is mad at me all the time.
Ralph is standing there with his arms crossed. So now it's time for a beloved segment, Candy News.
Do I gotta get you fucking news? I'm trying not to cuss as much, but it just happens.
That's the character. The character is saying that.
Look, I had a talk with you, newsboy. You can't keep swearing. You're never going to get into Stanford. Oh my God, he's smoking.
Oh my God.
He's miming smoking now.
You know what? I don't want to get your news today, Daniel. You get your own news today, Daniel.
These middle school kids, I can't. They're okay when they're in elementary, but once they hit middle school, they think they're teenagers.
He watches one episode of Riverdale. I let him watch one episode, thinking maybe I should be nice to this kid. What do kids in the basement love? Riverdale. And he's rebelling. This is ridiculous.
He's got a little fake crown on. He's fake smoking. Who is he? This isn't the child that I didn't raise.
I'm going back to my cave and listening to Nirvana. All right.
Oh my God. We've lost him forever.
Here's your news.
Well, at least he get. Look, deep down, I know he loves us. and you know what, Greg? I don't love him.
I'm looking at this. This isn't news. This is snooze.
I asked for the news, not the weather. It's just like a very accurate weather report. So this is the news. And as you know, I name all my news segments now. This one is called
Show him the back of the paper before you continue.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. It's like it's like a puzzle.
Well, it is in Chinese. I'm trying to use less paper, so I'm printing
Where
stuff.
did you get that?
I'm robbing a small Chinese printer.
Yeah. I got this at work. There's a pile of scratch paper, and for some reason there's all these pieces of paper. It's like Chinese Jack Torrance was there writing his book, and there's all these pages with just Chinese characters on it. So I'm
we
like,
need to translate this.
An Asian horror.
we'll translate this afterwards and post it on our social media at Candy is Dandy Pod, everywhere you can social. We're also on Truth Social. I hear that's going places. So this Candy News is called Purple Peanut Eater.
You just hate Grimace so much.
Look, it could be Grimace, it could be the song, but in this case, M&M's have introduced their first new character in a decade, a purple peanut M&M.
I love it. I love everything about that.
You love purple. He is Grimace.
Do they have a male sexy one now?
Yeah. Everything else is they're trying to less sexify, but there's one really hot, Riverdale hot M&M.
Barry White's voice.
This is a female counterpart to the yellow peanut M&M, but
Oh,
instead
so it's dumb?
no. Instead of being stupid, because women are smart. What is the when?
You walked
hang on.
so proudly into that.
Let me finish. let me correct myself. All women are, instead of being stupid like the man, she's instead identified as being kind of dorky, and she likes puzzles and she likes wine, which is kind of weird. Like these are M&Ms.
That's how she got purple.
That's how
She was originally white.
yeah, she's got the DTs. But her big thing is that she's all about embracing who she is and about accepting people for who they are and inclusivity as expressed in her big debut song, I'm Just Gonna Be Me, which I watched, and it's kind of funny. But for every stream of this song, M&M's will donate $1 for the first 500,000 streams to Sing for Hope, which is a nonprofit that brings art to the underprivileged and those in need.
Okay.
To all this, of course, the internet was upset at M&M's for shoving their wokeness down all of our throats.
Come on, women aren't real. They're fictional. They're made up for magazines.
How could an M&M be a woman? They're all men.
Show me the genitalia.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Turning M&M's upside down.
Lift up her shell. So as one voting citizen of America put it, I don't eat candy with a far left communist agenda.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Don't look into Bazooka Joe, though.
Yeah.
I almost said Bazooka Jew.
That was actually Greg's comment. He is the one on Truth Social. We know Bazooka Joe's a Republican. Come on. Yeah, that's candy news.
Wait. Is she
Yeah.
sexy like the green one?
Yeah.
Well, they turned the
Or
green
is
one.
she like a Velma sexy?
Oh, they desexified?
They desexified the green one recently, and people were also upset about that.
I'm
but-
upset about that.
Yeah.
Let her be sexy.
Oh, you want her to stay sexy?
The green one's sexy.
Yeah,
like
let her be
that's
sexy.
her. That's who she is. Why did they have to change her?
Yeah.
And then they bring in this purple one who's like, oh, I'm all about myself.
Yeah, I'm not proud of the way I look. Let's not
Yeah,
be proud of the way I
what?
look.
That seems a little
The
hypocritical.
green M&M has canonically been the Jessica Rabbit of the M&Ms, and we all know it.
Yep.
I
I got her poster on my
I'm
wall.
I'm sexually attracted to Mary Jane. While you two are having another conversation, I'm divulging my darkest secrets.
I throw the candy away and I just keep the little wrapper with Mary Jane on it.
Which, by the way, I should take that back because I think there's like a little girl on the wrapper of Mary Jane, so I take that back.
Oh, damn. We went
I
there.
was leaning into that, trying to get you to say.
You were entrapping me. Are you looking up Mary Jane?
No, I'm looking at purple M&M.
Yeah, the purple M&M. She's kind of like,
I need to see how.
I think if they didn't say she was a woman, and what a woman, I wouldn't have known.
Right.
She just looks like she as a candy should. She just looks like an M&M.
Right. It's sort of like, it's like naming an animal and then eating it. Like, why do you want your candy to have a personality? Be like,
yeah.
I can't
I don't
eat
know
the-
what her name is. Wait, do any of them have a
let's
name?
see.
No.
I don't. They're just purple, yellow.
Yeah.
People eater.
Yeah.
I thought they did have names. No, I don't
He's
think
just
they have
Peanut.
names.
I know that they call Peanut. I can't wait to see what she does when she sees Santa Claus. Or what Santa Claus
Shannon.
does when he sees
She's
her.
cute. She's cute.
She's cute.
She's definitely cute.
Out of 5 cavities, what would you give?
And she's a peanut.
She's a peanut.
a peanut
She's a peanut
variety.
M&M.
Yeah.
She's got a larger body than the green one, and there's nothing
She's-
wrong with
She's
that.
way more curvy.
I love my curvy M&Ms.
Yeah, she's got a Velma energy. That's cool.
I mean,
I'm surprised they didn't put glasses on her.
because
Yeah.
one of the
I'm not going to eat glasses.
I'll eat those hands and those feet, but glasses?
But anyway, enough talking about what candy we would like to cheat on our wives and girlfriends with. So that's candy news. Can we get the beeps and a goodbye to our lethargic teenage?
What do you want? Not coming out of my room. My cave.
Could you at least say hello to your grandma?
That was the door slamming.
But we've got a sexy purple M&M out here. He fell down the stairs trying to get to us. He was so excited.
He's spending 2 hours in the bathroom.
He broke his libido. Okay, well, this is getting gross again. So let's get into the actual episode. So this week, Greg has picked the candy. What have you picked for us this week, Greg?
I don't know why this week I had such a hard time picking a candy.
It shows.
Yeah.
It really shows.
Okay, so
This is a defeatist candy.
you had made snide comments before we started recording. So you do not like Junior Mints. Beto, on
Okay.
record, you do not like Junior
I won't say
Mints.
I don't like
by the way-
Junior Mints
By the way, we're
specifically.
doing Junior Mints.
By the way, I picked Junior
We
Mints.
are doing. I won't say I don't like Junior Mints specifically.
Yeah.
But these live in the realm of marshmallows for me. Are they candy?
Yeah, they're candy.
Like
They
this
are
is
candy.
like I just had a steak dinner. I pop one in and I'm done for the rest
You're
of my
thinking
life.
it's utilitarian purpose.
Yeah, this is a utilitarian
popping a mint in.
What steak dinner restaurant is serving you Junior Mints?
And what's
after-
the address?
and how hard is it to get reservations?
This lives in the mint category where it's like there's a bowl of it when I walk out a restaurant, but
Okay.
I'm not going to
Interesting.
go into a store and buy it.
I understand that, but you're wrong.
To me, this is strictly movie theater candy, and I don't know how it.
Are you going to talk about Seinfeld in your
Yes,
thing?
I am.
Okay, because that kind of plays into it.
Okay, sure.
Of is this because it even comes in this box, as you can hear,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is this is when I see these boxes, candy coming in these boxes, because some candies come in different packaging and then in this box, this is like specifically for a movie theater when you get a candy in this box.
Raisinets,
Bunch of Crunch,
bunch
Goobers,
of crunch. Goobers is the other one. And
Whopper.
Junior
They even
Mints.
sell
Whopper,
Whoppers in
yeah.
the thing like this,
Whoppers
and then
and
they
Milk
sell
Duds.
them in the Milk Duds. They sell them in the milk container also, which you want to reach to the back to get the freshest.
Check the expiration date on those Junior Mints because they might go bad.
Are you a mint? You don't like mint? Because some people, Melissa's dad and Alex, the third groomsman of my wedding, they both do not like chocolate and mint together.
I like that combo. I just don't see myself sitting down and popping these.
Right. Like casually
Yeah.
enjoying it. Yeah.
I honestly, I could eat a whole bowl of Junior Mints.
Jesus.
I love chocolate and mint, and I love Juniors. And I love Junior Mints, as we've established with the Mary Jane thing. I don't like this line of joking, but I said it because I am the writer.
The thing about a chocolate covered mint is the chocolate destroys the mint aspect because chocolate makes your breath bad.
You cannot.
So you
okay.
don't like the combo of chocolate and mint?
I do. I do like the taste, but I don't think of the mint. The chocolate destroys the mint's purpose of making your fresh better.
If you're eating a Junior Mint
I
with
see,
the
I see.
purpose of like, I'm on a hot date and this is going to freshen my breath, that is the stupidest thing you
Yeah,
could
that
do.
won't
Because
work.
yeah, you're right. It's going to make your mouth smell bad.
yeah, it's gonna smell like a Junior
This
Mint.
is just candy.
Yeah.
It's not meant to freshen your breath.
yeah.
No, this is like they give me the check and they give me a Junior mint.
Ken, what is this restaurant? I love this restaurant.
So I was originally going to pick York Peppermint Patty, but because
Ooh.
it's so small, I was like, well, I need a little bit more. I need a box of something because I don't.
That's fine. It can be a small thing because you wanted to do a comparison, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forbade you,
You did.
because those are two totally different candies.
Are they?
The experience,
Are they really?
The experience mint of a peppermint patty mint is totally different than popping in a Junior Mint.
I think because there's so many. Yeah, the experience is
The
much
experience
The
is
experience-
different, but do they
Yeah.
taste different?
Because if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but Junior Mints are almost gooier than a
Oh.
peppermint patty, which is more.
It's got more bite to
which
it.
you have to eat, not have to, but a peppermint patty frozen is like the
Yeah.
standard way to
Really?
eat it. But a Junior Mint, like you could just pop these in and they're almost like gushers, but,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
mint.
I have a lot of problems with Junior Mints. The taste isn't one of them, but we'll get into my
What?
problems. I like the taste of
Is
them.
it the Seinfeld episode?
I can't stand. It's like
What's the show about? It's a show about what?
I wish.
What's the deal with the show about what?
I'm okay with the show being called Seinfeld. Is there a way to take him out of it and have everybody else just kind of keep doing their thing?
How dare you?
This is another one where I've never had a Junior mint.
But wait a minute.
I've never had a Junior mint.
So you were just putting down Junior Mints and
I
then said,
I was putting the concept
Concept
of
of
mint,
chocolate.
mint or mint as a
Really?
candy
This is going to be great.
this is exciting.
that you can just sit down and eat.
Okay, so you hate the concept of a Junior Mint, but
Mint
you've
as
never
candy
had,
that is poppable. I'm watching TV.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite episodes on. I'm just
Yeah.
popping those in. No,
Oh, your favorite episode of Seinfeld, which is the Junior Mint episode. What's the deal with how much I like this episode?
I challenge that. I do not challenge mint and chocolate because I love the Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Thin Mint.
And then I love York peppermint patties
Okay, I think you're gonna like this.
and Andes. I like Andes mints too.
Ooh,
It's just-
Andy's
Oh,
Mints. Okay, I think you're gonna like this.
You're going to have to eat the whole box.
Yeah, you will.
All right, I'll eat my words and the box.
First you'll eat your words, and then you'll eat the whole box.
I almost opened it on reflex. So we've been saying mint chocolate so much. I'm like, oh God, I have to have some right now.
But tell us the history of the Junior Mints. I'm
Okay.
very curious about this.
So our story begins with the James O. Welch Company, founded in 1927 in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
This isn't Welch's, is it?
No, it's somebody with something.
Ooh.
According to
That would have been awesome.
I almost had to walk out of the room.
what's the guy who walked out on Marin, the watermelon smasher?
Gallagher.
Gallagher. I almost Gallagher style walked out of this room.
You guys don't get my arm.
Come back. That's what he shouts to Gallagher as the episode's about to end. Come back. Come on.
Gallagher, no.
And all of us listening are like, no, let him go.
Please,
No more.
Gallagher. No, come back, Gallagher. It's like the end of Shane. We're referencing a lot of things that I don't think Beto has seen.
I only know Shane by reputation. According to the article I was reading for research, The Untold Truth of Junior Mints by Brian Bossy, published on
Wow.
MASH.
The E True Hollywood story.
Cambridge at the time was the candy capital of the United States, Cambridge, Massachusetts.
You know, it's interesting. When I went to Boston years ago, we
Did
went
you
to,
park a car in the car park? Go ahead, sorry.
I went to Harvard Yard. I had some chatter, and I saw Mark Wahlberg. But we went to Salem.
Salem.
And the oldest candy store, I believe it's the oldest candy store in the country, is in Salem.
Oh, really?
It's like right across the street from the House of the Seven Gables.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I guess there's
How are they connected?
Boston baked beans.
Good and Plenty is actually Sarah Good, who accused people of being witches.
And there were plenty of people who hated witches. There was plenty of firewood.
So there were 66 companies operated in candy factories in Cambridge, many of them in the area known as Confectioner's Row, which is now what they call where gummy bears get executed.
Hardcore.
Yeah, so there were 66 companies combined in one small area. So there was
That
like a
sounds
big
great.
candy town. Candy town is what they should have called it instead of Cambridge, which is actually the name of probably a colonizer or something. So originally, James Welch started with the Oxford Candy Company, which I believe was owned by his brother Robert. In 1927, he borrowed $480 and opened his own candy company, the cryptically named James O. Welch Company. His name is James O. Welch. That's why there's a joke there.
And this still isn't the Welch's.
No,
fruit
this is a
candy?
different Welch.
Tell me when it
That's
is.
This is Welch. That's Welch's, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Welch's.
It's Welch. No, he's
This
just
is
saying it's
Welch.
an S instead of a C?
Yeah, this is a C. That's an S. But you can get mad. I don't
Are
care.
you sure about that?
Am I different?
You're the writer.
Yeah, let me rewrite this.
Am I sure the difference between a C and an S?
Are you sure that it's an S?
Welch's?
I
I
can look
thought
it
it's
up right now.
Welch's.
Okay, maybe it is because the juice company.
And also pick out the sexiest Welch's.
Cherry.
Yeah, who's the? Oh, you're right. Without me even looking, it would be Cherry. Okay, maybe it is Welch's. And what's Welch's?
Welch's is
Welch's.
a country or a people.
Well, we're talking about like the juice and the candy, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is WELCH
Okay.
apostrophe S.
So then what is yours?
Also C. Okay.
Yeah. Stupid me for thinking it might be the same thing.
But isn't that a pronunciation thing? Welch's and Welsh's?
I mean, if you don't know how to speak English,
Oh, so you hate people who speak other languages?
You wouldn't say I want Welch's.
I want
juice.
a Welch's. I wouldn't say I want a Welch's juice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I would say I want a Welch's juice.
It sounds
because
but
I know how to
So
pronounce the
are
word
we-
Welch.
Am I weird to think that you said the same thing twice?
Yes, Welch's.
Welch's, yeah.
Welch's.
Juice and candy.
Welch's.
Welch's.
The Welsh
Witches.
people.
The Welsh people.
Salem Welch Trials. Salem Welch Trials. Salem Welch Trials.
Harvard Yard. Mark Wahlberg. I'm eating a Wahlburger at Harvard Yard with the Welches.
A coven of Welches.
All right, this is.
I don't know
Okay.
what's going on anymore.
Okay.
Neither does the listener. You're not alone.
He opens his own company separate from the Oxford Candy Company. His brother, I believe, owns this one. He opens up his own. It said his brother's company did not survive the Depression, so Robert ended up jumping on board in the company named after his brother. Here's a side note that I couldn't not write down. So Robert Welch left the company in 1956 to start the John Birch Society, which was a right-wing group that supported anti-communism,
Wow.
limited government, a constitutional republic, and a personal freedom. They're still around today, and
Yeah.
its members seek to, quote unquote, seek to expose a semi-secret international cabal whose members sit in the highest
Wow.
places of influence and power worldwide.
This is a very
Yikes.
politically charged
Yeah.
episode.
So the brothers fell out because of this.
Oh, so he didn't agree with his crazy.
Right-wing brother, yeah.
Interesting.
So the guy who started a candy company who didn't survive the Depression because he jumped onto another company, started a right-wing organization. Anyways,
Wow.
back to James O. Welch.
When you don't have a job, what do you do?
What do you do? Exactly.
I'm angry. I don't know at what yet.
When your coal mine just closed down, what do you do except join the John Birch Society?
Anyways, let's talk about James O. Welch Candy Company and their legacy. Some of their bigger candies in the catalog are Sugar Daddy, which are originally called Papa Suckers.
Whoa.
Much more appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't like those. Do you like sugar daddies?
Those are like those weird
Like
popsicle
popsicles,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. No, they're not
and they have
good.
sugar babies also, which are like ball versions.
Yeah, he also Sugar Babies is also part of their legacy too.
You don't like sugar babies? I thought we established you like babies.
I like.
There's nobody on the package for him to lust over.
I'm looking at the script for this episode, and for the Daniel character, there is no response. It's just a beat of silence.
His
So
lawyer advises that he doesn't say anything.
there's no line, but there is a side note that say consult the Daniel character's defamation lawyer about
There's
this.
almost 2 pages of redacted information.
There'll be a disclaimer at the end of the episode, everyone. All right?
Yeah,
This
at
is
the
all-
end, the part that everyone listens to.
So this company, they are responsible for Sugar Daddy, Sugar Babies, and the Charleston Chew, which are all like almost the same thing.
Bad candies.
Charleston Chew's kind of different than a sugar dad. Well, first off, where's the sugar mommy? This is my Seinfeld routine. Can we get a bass line behind me? What's the deal with
Where the mama?
What's the deal with unmarried sugar families? Charleston Chew, I don't think I've actually ever had a Charleston Chew.
I haven't
to
had
be
one for a
honest.
very long time, and I think I had it just
you?
out of
No.
insane curiosity.
It's an old candy.
It's an old candy.
So it always seemed to, honestly, I don't think I've ever had a sugar daddy or a sugar baby.
Really? What? You gotta have one right. I know what my next episode's going to be then.
Oh, God.
And the research is going to be very limited because I'm like, I talked about it with a junior member. I think I had a Charleston too because that's what I remember Beetlejuice holding up to catch the fly, and then I rewatched it and it was a Zagnut. So like,
Yeah, it's a Zagnut.
so why did I eat a Charleston Chew?
There's a Charleston Chew joke in Futurama where Nixon is like, brought to you by Charleston Chew. And I thought it was very funny. I was like, what's a Charleston Chew?
That's just like compressed nougat, right?
I think so.
Is that the whole
Yeah, I
deal?
think there's some chocolate, maybe peanut involved.
Okay.
I mean, whatever the oldest
Yeah.
thing you could imagine eating.
It's like
Yeah.
potato and nougat.
yeah, it's witch trial burning. It's like the ash from the witches.
So these are very old. I wish I knew the name of one single dead witch.
I'm sure the John Birch Society
Sabrina.
went and
Sabrina.
the way the Sabrina the Teenage Witch series ended was she got burned at the stake.
Oh my god, this Joan of Arc candy is delicious.
I have Jesus candy every time I go to church.
Yeah, they burned him, right? No, his would be more of like a popsicle.
We're editing a lot out of this episode, huh?
Are we?
Jesus on a popsicle is so funny.
Jesus licked. Go on.
Thank you. James O. Welch Company made very old style, old looking, old tasting candies from back to the 20s. But the James O. Welch Company candy stumbled into relevance in 1949 with the creation of Junior Mints. Now,
1949.
yeah, 1949.
Pretty old.
Now, why do you think they're called Junior Mints?
Because they're, you know
There's
what?
probably a senior
You know,
going on.
I was going to say, my instinct was to say because they're small mints. But when I look at this is like bigger than any mint, unless you're getting like one of those peppermints. But
Yeah.
like,
They're the same size as any other mint.
yeah, they're
Typically,
the same
within a
size or
range.
bigger. Smaller than some.
You know what? Mints can be bigger. We could just admit here.
Yeah.
You would disagree with me, but I think mints can be bigger, like a plate.
Peppermint patties are big.
Yeah, that's right.
I
You're
mean,
right.
in comparison to junior.
But if you are looking at these at what you consider them to be as a mint that you dig your dirty, filthy hand into after your steak dinner, they're smaller than those mints.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, Greg,
Junior Mints is a play on a play. Its name is a play on a popular Broadway play titled Junior Miss by Sally Benson and was later adapted into a radio show starring Shirley Temple. Junior Mints came out in the height of the popularity of Junior Miss's run, and haha, isn't it so clever? Like Allie Meekley and Allie Weekly. But no, it's 2022 and no one knows what Junior Miss
Yeah.
is. But also, not a single person I know of has ever questioned the name of a Junior Mint before. No one's ever like, why is that called that?
I think everyone just assumes it's a small mint.
Yeah, it's
That's
named after a play.
very interesting. Yeah, that's like if there was a candy named after, like, I'm naming this after Tosh.0 in 60 years, like my Chalk.0. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Because it's from the future.
Yeah.
It tastes like from the future.
That's weird.
But it certainly is interesting that Junior Mints was named after a Broadway play, and now to this day, Junior Mints remain a movie theater staple. And by
yeah.
the way, expired Junior Mints should be called Senior Mints.
Retired mints.
So let's talk about-
retired mint.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the writer came through today. But is this like? Does anyone put on this play in like? Could I go see like Junior Miss,
Not-
the hit play that inspired Junior Mints?
From
Like,
1940 to the hit play from 1949
Yeah.
that no one ever references in anything.
someone should I mean, it should come back.
Yeah, and we can all.
For the novelty of that,
the
that would be
novelty.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
We'll all go see it.
I would eat Junior Mints and watch Junior Mints.
Yeah, and people would say, "Why are you eat Junior Mints at this show?"
Oh, let me tell you.
let me, and he put headphones on and make him listen to this. Why are you talking about Jesus' blood?
The $10 tier of our Patreon should be we hold up Junior Miss play.
Oh,
Yes.
a live show.
Yeah,
live show.
We will produce.
I play Shirley Temple.
Yeah. I play the Junior Mints.
Greg plays Jesus' blood.
Popsicle, right, guys? Get him out of here. We didn't rehearse any of this. I couldn't find a story on how he came up with the idea. So
Of
it
what
ju-
the candy, of like why this.
I think the idea was mixing mint and chocolate was a good idea, and he did it.
Mint,
Yeah.
Miss. It was the closest candy name.
I wonder if he was sitting on. He's like Junior Miss, and he like storms out of the theater.
I got it. I got
got
it.
it.
Eureka.
He had a steak dinner. He was sucking on a mint.
Yeah.
He went to go see Junior Miss. Boom.
Wait a minute.
You got play in my mint.
So the ingredients of a Junior Mint are as followed. There's sugar. There's semi-sweet chocolate, which is sugar chocolate processed with alkali.
I don't know.
Coke is batteries. Cocoa butter, soy lecithin. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, something like that.
And then a vanillin, which is an artificial flavor.
Whoa, what's that? What is
Slow
that?
down a little bit. Vanillin, corn syrup, confectioner's glaze, food starch modified, peppermint oil, and infruttase, which is an enzyme. So this is how they make Junior Mints. So first, sugar and corn syrup are mixed together and cooked, and after that, they are left to cool. Then they get mixed together, they get mixed around and stirred because of the emphasis on cool.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, they put
cool.
little sunglasses on all of them.
They put sunglasses on just in the chocolate.
Yeah, they cool faster that
They
way.
cool faster. Real cool. Then they get mixed around and stirred until the sugars crystallize. The product of that is something called crystallized solid, which is kind of liquid, like kind of a solid, like a goo, like kind of
Okay.
solid, kind of liquid.
That's what I was telling you. When you bite into it, it almost gushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Welch.
They,
Like a Welchman?
I looked
Like a
on
Welshman, it gushes.
I looked on the ingredients. It's a gusher.
Dang, this is a proto gusher.
Proto gusher.
Look, I know you're making a little joke, Greg, but if we are looking at this as a proto gusher, this is a better gusher because it's chocolate.
Whoa.
it's chocolate.
Whoa.
It depends on what it comes out of it. What gushes out. It all depends on what gushes out.
Spiders.
The Halloween version of Junior Mints is actually spiders. This mixture is combined with something called frappe, which is whipped and fluffy combo of sugar, corn syrup, gelatin, and egg protein. The egg protein maintains the structural integrity of the sugar crystals, which is at this point kind of just a soft white mint goo, still kind of liquid and solid in that like.
yeah. I like that texture of
Yeah.
it. It's kind of like at the inside of a chocolate cherry cordial.
Okay, yep. I'm
Yeah.
Like
tracking.
thick, like you're gonna need some water after this one.
Maybe a napkin.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
several napkins. Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to eat the napkin.
The way I eat it.
The way I eat napkins, you're gonna want a few.
So after they process it this way, they are sent to rubber candy molds for shape, which is a half spear, like kind of bowl-like little sweet shapes that they are.
Yeah, these are like
disc.
speaking of movie theater candy, like these are so perfectly poppable
Yeah.
into your mouth.
We'll see. We'll see,
You'll
Daniel.
see.
We'll see.
You have yet to, well, you've seen one in front of you
Yeah.
there, but before today, you have never touched a Junior Mint in your life. And the lawyer will attest to that.
So after that, a conveyor takes the concoctions through a cooling chamber, allowing them to set and get firm as the sugar molecules continue to crystallize. Once they are firm, they're set into a tumbler, at which point they are sprayed with several thick layers of liquid chocolate. It then takes a day for the chocolate to settle and get hard, and the final stage is applying a coating of confectioner's glaze and giving our little Junior Mints that sheen. There's a little bit sheen to
yeah.
the
Yeah, they
shots.
are. They're shiny.
Now this is from
Can we
the
get a little bit of pancake makeup on these?
the lights are beaming off of it too much. We
Yeah.
need to powder this down. The powder is just like smart.
confectioner's sugar.
It's Smarties like mashed down into a powder. So the James O. Welch Company at 810 Main Street still stands today, and Junior Mints are still produced solely at the original Cambridge plant.
Really? This
Yeah.
old ass factory?
This old ass factory that I looked on Google Maps. Like it's just like it looks like
Near Harvard Yard?
it doesn't look like it's not fun at all. It's just like a gray building. But they make
well,
candy there.
nobody goes in.
Nobody goes out.
comes out. Except for Mark Wahlberg.
Back in his car. So at the original plant, 26.5 million pieces of candy each day are made.
Oh my God.
14.56 are Junior Mints. No tour rarely allows visitors. Sounds like a little certain chocolate factory run by a certain eccentric candy maker.
Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg. In
In
a very generic
Ba,
European
ba,
town. So the reason that no one's allowed in or out, I read from the Cambridge Historical Society's page on the history of candy making in Cambridge is spies.
Really?
What?
So it
Yeah.
is Wonka's factory.
Now, there are a
They
couple.
don't want Slugworth.
They don't want Slugworth stealing the formula.
Slugworth's goons.
There are a couple reasons that espionage remains as such a big anxiety in the candy industry.
Wait, this is political. The John
Yeah,
Birch Society,
dang.
espionage, Wonk Wabug.
You cannot patent a chocolate bar or piece of candy. You can patent a name and a wrapper and a logo, but the recipes and ingredients are fair game, making it possible for a competitor to sell a copycat of your product.
I mean, can't they just
Wow.
buy a box and reverse engineer it?
Probably the ingredients, but not the process.
The process is
the
probably what's
the
really-
secret.
Because it
And
is.
this process is really hard.
Yeah.
It is true. There's nothing. There's no other candy that is this.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
They did. They kept
Yep.
their secrets well. And they've got these interesting employees with a strange look about them, and they sing.
A
they
second, sorry, go ahead.
And they never leave.
And then, they never leave, never leave, never leave. Additionally, the staple ingredients of most candies are quite similar, meaning the vital data resides in the like you said, manufacturing processes. So, like the making of it is what's important. So, like no tours, no visitors. I guess
wow.
most candy factories, which sucks.
Yeah,
That's all I want to do is watch.
I know.
candy
I
made.
wanted to go on a tour of the Seas Candy Factory, and they're like, "No, we cannot let you see how we make."
how we cover nuts in chocolate.
Yeah, what's the secret there? It's just
Maybe it's a secret we don't want to know.
uh-oh, people.
Oh no, Seas
Oh,
Candy is
no.
people.
Oh no, it's even better now.
Oh, the peanut M&M actually was originally a man, a human man.
So it's rumored that major candy companies are so paranoid about spies that they even blindfold outside mechanics who come
Oh
to
my
work on
gosh.
machinery.
And they have to work on the machinery blindfolded.
At gunpoint.
At gunpoint, yeah, over like a trap door.
It's sharks.
We haven't fed those sharks in a couple days, so just think about
Since our
getting-
last mechanic.
So,
So
well-
yeah, it's like when they build the pyramid and they would just bury the workers inside of it. Well, when they build a new pyramid in Egypt, they'll
Traditionally, we have to bury you guys inside.
Dang, the Luxor has bodies in it.
So while Junior Mints and other Welch caramel candies are still made there, the company itself was bought by Nabisco in 1963, and Welch stayed on as director of Nabisco until 1978 when his son, James O. Welch Jr., took over, Junior King of Junior Mints. The candy company once again was sold in 1988 to Warner Lambert, which is a pharmaceutical company, but it only stayed there for 5 years until being sold to Tootsie Roll Industries in 1993, who now produces the candy in the old factory. So this is a Tootsie Roll product, but
Yeah, it says on the back, but Tootsie Roll isn't made in this. They didn't invade the.
no, I think they're made in their own industry or their own factory. I mean,
Yeah, because this says Chicago on the back,
Right.
the Candy City.
you know what? The other day I looked at a package of Tootsie Roll and I thought, I like Tootsie Rolls.
All
And I'm
right.
not very
Let's
pop-
not get into the. And you're not very popular.
I'm not very popular amongst my friends for liking Tootsie Roll, but it's a kind of taffy and I like that.
It is.
chewy
It's like
kind of
chocolate.
stuff.
We don't really know
well,
what a Tootsie Roll
yeah.
is, but
Next episode, we will eat it. You both are crying. Eat it. Two things would guarantee Junior Mints' legacy in American pop culture. One is that they have become movie theater concession staples because they're sweet, pair well with popcorn, and are quiet. You can eat them quietly.
I could see these being good dumped in a thing of popcorn.
Interesting. I'm going to walk into an AMC and see if I find Junior Mints.
I'm sure. I bet
They are. Yeah, they're.
they're there.
Yeah, they're
All
there.
right,
Yeah.
all
They're
right.
there. They're
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Because all of the candy I think they have some bagged stuff, but
Yeah.
most of the candy is in these boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that I guess easy
Noise.
no noise.
Yeah.
But they do.
They make noise. This is the most noisy.
Yeah, but
This
there's
is what
no
I'm
like
I wanna do
wrapper.
that too.
There's no wrapper. Yeah, when the Nicole Kidman thing comes on, we all rattle our Junior Mints.
You're a hero. Unironically a hero. And they also, like I said, pair really well with popcorn. Like the salt
I could see that.
with the mint and the chocolate, pretty nice.
I've been doing a lot of weird things later.
The second reason was that it was an integral part of an episode of Seinfeld titled The Junior Mint. And have you seen this episode?
I have not. Is this like the candy with what's her face status?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need just a little bit
Don't
more.
let him explain.
No, I'm going to need just a little bit more.
Let me handle this.
Is this like the chocolate episode with Lucy status?
Oh.
Yeah, they go on
You know, what's
Yeah,
her face?
Kramer has to eat a bunch of these. Yeah.
Kramer
Oh,
somehow got a tour of the exclusive factory, and he has to now make all the Junior Mints. And Jerry is on a date with a girl, but she has rough hands.
She said a word weird, and now he has to break up with her,
She said Welsh instead of Welch.
and he can't see himself with her anymore.
And Elaine is dating Mark Wahlberg. And George is making some sort of popsicle out of Jesus' blood, but satanic Seinfeld. But
I'd watch that.
me too. The episode is. Are you going to talk about the episode?
Yeah.
Because it's really funny.
I watched it yesterday, for the first time in probably 20 years. I'm like, okay, this show there are
This show's very Very funny.
Seinfeld is horrible. Elaine, as much as I love her, is very fat phobic in this episode. But overall, very funny. There's some good lines in it that I'm like, that's good.
The premise is,
Kramer and Jerry are watching a surgery in an operating theater, and
that's exactly it. It was like those theaters, where
Yeah.
where you watch. It was like a movie.
so he brought Junior Mints to this open surgery where students are watching. And he's eating them as a snack, and he's trying to get Jerry to eat one, and Jerry smacks the candy out of his hand, falls into the air and into the open wound, and nobody notices.
and it ends up saving the guy's life.
Yeah, they think at first that it makes him worse, and it ends up.
And then it like prevents an infection.
Yeah, it's a medical miracle.
Look, there's no scientific basis behind
No,
Seinfeld.
Larry David did the research.
Dr. Larry David.
Dr. Larry David did the research. It was one of their best loved episodes. So just so you know, for filming that though, they had to use a York peppermint patty instead of a Junior because
it was too
too small to see on
small.
camera. So when it flies in the air, it's actually a York peppermint patty.
That's funny. It's like how they use mashed potatoes for ice cream and,
exactly.
and things.
And
So it doesn't melt.
York
Yeah.
peppermint. Yeah.
Potatoes don't melt.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. But I thought it was just because celebrities don't like eating ice cream.
And because York peppermint patty is not regularly a movie theater candy, it's not.
Junior Mints are inherently funnier than a peppermint patty.
It's the old W.C. Fields joke.
Yeah. Although going by W.C. Fields, saying peppermint patty is funnier than
Yeah.
Junior Mint.
York peppermint patty is a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
In 2018, someone filed a lawsuit against Tootsie Roll over the deceptive size of a Junior Mints box, alleging that the box was skipping out on filling a whole Junior Mint box full of candy and instead filling 35 to 43% of boxes with air. So you were paying, you were paying for what you thought was a stacked box of JMs and only getting half.
Well, I mean,
That's
I'm feeling
fair.
it right now.
I mean, obviously they lost that lawsuit because damn, this is stacked.
They're
I would
still
say this
going,
is
yeah.
exactly 35% is air, but I mean, that's what you get with anything. There's a pretty hefty amount of Junior Mints in this box.
To talk about Joe Firestone's great bit about raisins, it's chock full of raisins. It's bursting at the seams with raisins.
Yeah.
So
but nobody wants raisins, and it's easier to make a raisin.
it's easier to make God makes raisins.
My mom always told me it's easier to make a raisin than a Junior Mint.
She's talking about why she couldn't raise me anymore.
It's hard to make a raisin of Daniel.
You're that raisin.
The lawsuit didn't pan out because they pointed out
Raisin is the sun.
the title of the show will be called Raisin Daniel. Now look at me. Now I'm the writer. The lawsuit didn't pan out because they pointed out the weight of the product was clearly labeled on it's written on the packaging.
Okay.
So it's that way.
It is 99 grams, 3.5 ounces.
Freaking science.
So look, it even says sold by weight, not volume.
Damn.
Contents tend to settle after packaging.
Okay, so they got scared.
They got
Yeah,
scared.
They got scared.
The lawsuit was strong enough to
Yeah.
put that on there.
Okay, get the chiseler in here and he has to chisel that on every box. Okay, so that's done. I'm done with the research. Let's go ahead and eat these bad boys.
Okay, so let's open these up. It's your standard
I feel like I'm
box.
watching a kid on his first Christmas right now.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
His is wrapped.
Yeah. So the box, iconic.
Snaps open easy.
Got white box with green lettering, green shading, some pictures of peppermint.
Creamy mints. That's what I was talking about.
Creamy
in pure
mints.
chocolate underlined.
One of the sides of the boxes has a tab.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a right and a
Resealable.
wrong way to open this box. Just throwing that out there.
Smells like great chocolate mint.
One of them is smashed and stuck to the side of my box.
That'll
happens.
happen because, like
suing.
it doesn't say anything about that on the box. When I was looking in Target, the ones that they did have were all something must have gone like they were in the docking bay. Yeah, there was a horrific accident, but they were all melted. I could feel it into one clump, and that sucks.
That's my biggest problem with Junior
That's a
Mints.
peppermint patty.
Yeah. My biggest problem with Junior Mints is they melt very easily. They
do.
clump
They
together
do.
and then they won't come out of the box and you pull out this weird
That is a flaw.
Lovecraftian mold of mint.
I can't describe it.
And it's sticky, right? It's
It's
like
sticky, yeah.
It is.
kinda
That
sticky.
is a flaw. I'll give it that. But when in a cold movie theater,
Yeah.
this is the right. If you're in Minnesota going to the movies, this is the perfect candy.
So it's got that sort of one side is flat, one side is
It's a good mint smell.
round. Yeah, it's a good mint smell, the smell of the box. The candy itself, it's the size of a dime. One side is flat, one side is
Size of a
round.
dime. Yeah, it's like a muffin top.
It's like a muff.
Another Seinfeld episode.
smells good.
Yeah.
Well,
Smells like peppermint.
yeah. You want to get into it? You
let's
want
do
to
it.
eat these?
Let's do it.
Ooh, it's so soft. Like it's just enough texture
Whoa.
from the shell.
That's really good.
It's really good. The mint is a blast of mint, though.
It's a lot of mint. And it's creamy, like I said. It's not hard at all. It
Yeah.
almost melts in your mouth. I could maybe do with a little more chocolate, maybe, but that's not what a junior mint is.
It's weird because the chocolate coats your mouth, so there's like a foundation taste, and then the mint is like a blast of mint. So when the mint dissolves, there's still like a base of chocolate, which is why it's not a good mint.
Well, it's not meant to be a mint. This is not meant to make you attractive to your date.
If she sees me about this, she's like, "Oh yeah, that guy."
It's so soft.
yeah."
It's
that
really
really
soft.
blew me away.
It is like a cordial texture of like that syrupy sort of Queen Anne chocolate covered cherry thing.
It's hard enough to hold the consistency of the soft inside, but you don't have to break a shell. It's just like it just like the shell's also pretty soft.
It's not like
yeah,
an
yeah.
M&M where you have to bite into it,
Yeah.
even though they say it melts in your mouth. But tell it to the new lady. This will melt in your mouth like pretty easily.
Let's
in
time
fact,
it.
I'm going to try that. Yeah.
Let's time it.
How many sucks does it take to?
The filling is good. It doesn't stick to your teeth.
Yeah.
What? It's melting already?
Like 4 seconds, it is going to just dissolve onto your tongue. And it's kind of nice. It's refreshing.
Wow.
So these are suckers too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like peppermint.
They are exactly as how I remember them.
They're really good.
They're pretty good
They're real. I love the texture.
for your first junior mint.
The chocolate is not overwhelming. There's a nice like aftertaste of chocolate at the end.
The dominant aftertaste is mint over chocolate. Were you expecting it to be harder when you...
I wasn't expecting it to be so like gooey and soft.
the gooey softness is really what I like most about it. Because if it was like a thing I had... Because a York peppermint patty, you've got to chew it.
Yeah, it's more fluffy.
Yeah, I like these. They're almost like drinking. So like it's like drinking candy almost, which is my dream. I guess that's just soda.
So it's very close to Halloween right now.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Junior Mints have released a spooky box. And the mint inside,
I'm gonna cut both of these open.
oh yeah, the mint inside is black or orange, depending on which
okay.
one. So I want to see if they taste. Oh, and this one on the
at that.
box says actual size.
This is the regular kind. Oh, it does. It says actual
on both
size.
boxes. They say actual.
If it's not
size.
exactly the size,
Yeah,
I
I'm
will be suing
I'm
them.
gonna put that to the test right now.
When you cut them open, it's like hard for a second, and then it starts to get
It gives.
liquidy.
Oh wow.
As you're looking at, like I could pour this. I could probably empty out a Junior Mint.
It is actual size.
Look at that.
I just did the math.
actual size on
Oh my
the box.
god, it is. It's like exactly actual size.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna eat one of the Halloween ones to see if they
okay.
taste
Do
any
they taste any
different.
different? Something's different.
Oh, whoa, that would seem way juicier.
Yeah, and the chocolate seems harder. Like the chunks of chocolate.
Yeah, it like more candied. Whoa, the taste seems the same. Maybe a little more intense.
Yeah.
It is maybe a little more intense, but maybe the food coloring is doing something to it. Let me cut it open.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wondered. That's why I got it. I wondered if the food coloring was gonna change
The
taste.
orange isn't that orange. It kind of looks more like caramel than orange.
Yeah.
I want to look at
The other one's black.
I like these better than the original.
Really?
I like that a little bit of resistance in the chocolate before the burst of mint in my
I want to
mouth.
crack a shell like I'm eating a bug.
Yeah, yeah, like guts.
Yeah, I don't like the resistance.
I like it. But I've eaten like 10 and now I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
enough.
That's another
I'm
problem
done.
with Junior Mints is that
I'm done.
the taste becomes almost overwhelming and your throat gets really hot. So it demands that you're drinking a soda, drinking a water, trying to cool down.
Movie theater.
And that's how they sell concessions, brother.
I could sit here and eat the entire box in a movie. If I'm mindlessly eating it, not realizing how much candy I'm eating, I could eat this whole box. But sitting here consciously counting the
Yeah.
Junior Mints as I'm eating it, I could probably do like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
And that's it. But as a movie snack, as a mindless movie snack, especially dropped into some popcorn, I
Yeah.
could eat it all day long.
That's the thing. I can
And
eat
I
the
would
whole
probably
box.
throw up.
I can eat a whole box with popcorn because the change in the tastes.
Yeah.
Like the peaks and the valleys of that taste would probably I'd power through.
Yeah.
You better hope that movie theater is air conditioned well, though, because they do melt pretty quickly.
Yeah. So what are you guys thinking?
Well, where did you get? Before we get into that, where'd
yeah.
you all get yours? Mine, I got at Ralph's $1.25. It was on sale.
What? Okay, so my wife got these at
My
my wife.
My wife.
Can we share your wife too? We share my wife. The
Oh
three
yeah,
of us.
I implied.
Okay, good. Finally. Finally, I'm married to Francis. Like I've always secretly wanted.
She got them for me at Joann's.
Oh,
I know it's a weird place, but it was convenient.
Wow.
And
That's very
she
weird.
she I guess paid that convenience fee. She got it for $2,
Whoa.
$1.99.
That's Joanne money. Joanne
Yeah.
is a notorious price gouger.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
doesn't care about the working people.
That impulse junior mint buy. You know?
Yeah, she thinks that you won't notice.
I gotta sew this into into my tapestry. Yeah, they do have a little candy display.
They
at
do. They
Joann's.
have a lot of stuff actually. Yeah, and they have like root beer barrels and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Dude, they have some weird stuff. I bet they have Mary Jane's. I bet they have Mary Jane's.
That would be the place to buy.
Send
Mary
Fran,
Jane.
send our wife back there.
Yeah, my wife.
My wife.
Go to Joanne. Mike Wabak.
Oh, side note, Joann's is dog friendly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
and it was popping off. There's tons of dogs there.
Popping off. Writer. Greg, look at me again. I am the writer again.
I'm still in my second draft of my joke.
Paw Patrol. No.
I got both of mine from Target. They're both the same price, $1.29.
Damn.
Yeah.
Target was complete. When I went to Target, they were completely sold out of regular junior mints, but they did have the special Halloween ones.
Okay.
After a horrific disaster had happened, though, and they were all frozen. For not frozen, that was the problem. They were all stuck together.
Stuck together.
Okay, so out of 5 cavities, 5. Oh, okay, so we're going to do this differently. Out of 5 cavities, 5 being the highest, we are going to now write down, because we keep getting influenced by each other's scores. So we're going to write it down and then reveal them to each other one by one. But we at least won't be influenced by like, oh, I don't want to be the only one to like this.
Yeah. I wrote down, I wouldn't want to be the only one to like this.
I'm the only one that likes this.
Who wants to go first?
I haven't written anything down yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then we can't start yet. He's still thinking. Let's talk more about Seinfeld. What's the deal? You shouldn't be playing bass right now. You should be writing scores. I shall play the bass.
All right.
Okay.
You've got a
I'm
score?
ready.
Yeah.
It's kind of small. I should have made it bigger.
Well, we're not going to show it. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not going to be able to see mine with your weak eyes. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I give this a 4. I think this is my highest score yet.
Yeah.
I give a junior mint a 4 because I
Wow.
like the taste. I love chocolate and mint. They're endlessly poppable if you're not thinking about it too much. There are flaws. A little sticky. Heat is an issue, and it won't make me smell good to my hot date, which is my wife and also your wife.
All right.
Our wives. I'll take Ada too.
Throw her into
Yeah, I'll give me all of them. But yeah, I give it a 4.
Okay.
Wow.
What about you?
I also gave it a 4.
Whoa.
I want to show you both that I'm not
Interesting.
just
Dang, you guys
making
like
it up.
this.
Wow.
And I agree with you absolutely. Like I think sometimes when we're ramping up for an episode, I already have a decision in my head of like, this is a 3.2 candy. But with the taste of my mouth, I'm like, oh no, this is clearly a 4. Like
It's
I
a
love
good
this
taste.
Yeah.
Like it tastes like mint. It tastes
Yeah.
like a good mint. It tastes like it's pretty good chocolate.
Yeah, and the original non-Halloween version is so soft. Like the I'm almost losing it for the consistency like that. That just like that chocolate just
The
melts.
consistency is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like imagine putting, we don't have to imagine it. We could do it if we wanted to. Just putting like 5 in your mouth and just like, they just liquefy them.
Is that it's not that's a misdemeanor. I think that's a misdemeanor to do.
4 you can get away with, but at 5 the cops will start pulling you over.
In California. It's
Yeah. What about you, Beto?
All
the
right.
first time you've had
The
it.
first time, so the consistency is amazing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
blew me away. The flavor was potent. It was really good. I like these. These are a good candy. I gotta challenge the endlessly poppable though. I had like 10 and I was over it. And then you said it's endlessly poppable with popcorn. So that says a lot that I gotta throw in different flavors to
Oh,
make
you're
this
right.
tolerable.
And also endlessly poppable when your mind is distracted
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
The Godfather.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good candy. I like it. I would eat it. I might buy it again. I'm giving it a 3.
That's solid.
Okay, that's more than half.
I think if what sold me on this was the consistency. It was a great consistency. And if they could do this with caramel, oh my God.
I'd really dig
I
that.
would buy that.
I wonder if Milk Duds are not like this. I
No.
mean, they're a
No.
similar candy, but they're not as melty.
No,
No.
They're very sticky.
Yeah.
They hang around. Oh, they hang around.
Oh boy, do they hang around. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge caramel fan, but if it were melty like that,
Oh, dude.
which I don't even know if that's scientifically. You're
Junior
speaking,
mints. Figure it out.
Yeah.
This is heresy.
Or I'm going to send my spies over.
The spies are trying to tell him how to do it differently. Actually, what you want to be doing
Yeah,
is
the
this.
spies are giving them information on how to do more candy.
I went to go infiltrate. Actually, I just worked a shift.
So that's a pretty strong showing from this candy. Overall,
Yeah.
maybe a 3.5
Absolutely.
from all of us. That's
It's a good candy.
That's
it is
respectable.
a good candy.
Now, would you be excited to get this on Halloween?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this on Halloween?
No. I feel like
A smaller box, maybe?
I feel like I've seen a smaller box in my life, but I honestly can't remember if that's true or a dream that I had.
And what a dream.
And what a dream it was. But yeah, I'd be really excited to get a small, like, little package of the. I get excited for a full box too, but
I'd get excited for one individually wrapped Junior Mint, I think.
Yeah.
I'd be excited.
Yeah.
Because I like them. Especially a full-size box like that. That would be a joy.
Yeah.
And I imagine they pair well taste-wise with other candies, sweet and chocolate.
You
like
could
if
eat
get
it
a
with your popcorn bag of popcorn you get and shouldn't eat on Halloween.
Yeah, that your parents like, where'd you get that? And I remember, nom 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 nom. But like, I can imagine between a Snickers and like a sour rope, putting this in between would be pretty good.
Interesting. I could eat more of these than I could eat Snickers.
Okay.
I could eat like one fun-size Snickers as opposed to I could probably eat a whole box of Junior
Dang.
Mints.
Okay.
You're all in. I would be excited, and dare I say, like a fun pack might be the perfect portion.
I think you might be right about that. Unless you're watching The Godfather, and then you can just keep eating them. And it has to be The Godfather.
I feel like 2 fun-size boxes of Junior Mints would be perfect. That's just the right amount. One would be like, I want more, and 2 would be like,
yeah.
I'm okay.
It depends how much you're in the, like if it's just
Yeah.
like 3 in a box, like that's not
Yeah,
quite
that's
enough. But
not
if it's
enough.
like 6, that's a good amount.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking numbers.
Now we're talking bigger numbers.
So you want to get to our game?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
So this is exciting.
Oh, I'm
this is
excited.
very exciting. I didn't tell you either of you what
No,
this is.
I have no idea what's coming.
We're going to eat cyanide pills.
Yeah.
Thank God.
They go really well with Junior Mint. Endlessly poppable. Yeah.
My sister listens to this show.
Hi, which
My
one?
sister
Oh, hey.
Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Which she told me about something she did with her, because she teaches a first grade class. She told me like a game she plays with her kids where she'll describe candy or something to the kids and they guess what it is. And conversely, sometimes the kids describe a candy to her and she guesses what the hell they're talking about because they're first graders.
Is there a way we can enroll?
Yeah, we might need to. You both are members of LAUSD, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have your lunch tickets? Because we will need a chalupa after this one. Okay, and also keep in mind 2 things.
Okay.
She had her students describe candies,
Oh.
wrote them down. I don't know what these are. The answers on the back covered up. So first graders who were out of their mind excited about this.
Oh, this is
because she
great.
said to them that first off, anything that she says to them about her family, they're like, "You have parents? My gosh, you've got a brother."
I thought the principal was your dad. How does school work?
You don't live here?
I'm pretty sure 90% of the students think that she probably just like Chuck E. Cheese powers down at the end of the day. So my sister said my brother she described it as a radio show because I'm sure I don't know how they know what a radio show is, but they certainly don't know what a podcast is.
Yeah.
And he's going to play a game and your game is going to be on the thing. And they lost their mind. And so keep in mind, these might be really easy. They were written by first graders.
Okay.
And also the first graders will probably be listening to this part of the episode.
Oh, hi,
man.
kids.
Let's
Hey,
be nice
kids.
and be appropriate.
Okay.
You got it.
So
Best behavior.
hello to children.
Hey, kids. It's good to have you.
Hello, children at unnamed school.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for sending us your descriptions of candy. So keep them. I mean, if we say inappropriate things, I'll just edit it. I'll make it child friendly.
Like if I said,
For instance, this or this.
So let's get into the game. This is the first one. So these are first graders' descriptions of candy, and if we have 8 of them, if we want to stop at like 4, we could save the rest.
no, I'll 8.
Okay, so I have not seen these.
Okay.
Oh, you don't even know.
I don't know what these are.
Wow.
Okay. Can be rainbow. I think I might know this one.
Yeah.
Comes in bags or big boxes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now I'm completely lost. Starts with the same letter as McDonald's.
Okay.
So they know what McDonald's is.
Right.
Maybe don't know exactly what the letter that McDonald's starts with. I'll teach them. It's an M.
I got it. M&M's.
Okay.
They tried to pull a fast one on us
They
with the
pulled
rainbow.
these kids, they're conniving. These scheming kids these days. Because, I was going to say, okay, it's Skittles. And then it really, okay, so you say M&M's.
What's the second clue? Sorry, repeat that.
Comes in bags or big boxes.
I was honestly...
Also, big boxes is confusing me.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're a kid, it's a big
anything's
box.
a big box.
half their size. How big are kids again?
Oh, I forgot to mention these children, 4 inches tall. All of them.
They're all action figures. She teaches a class full of action figures.
We let her believe that she's teaching actual children.
I was going to say Mamba for a section, but I think it's going to be... Mambas are like knockoff Starburst.
But Mambas don't come in boxes.
They don't come in boxes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's the
I'm going to have to
problem.
go...
It does start with the same letter as McDonald's, though.
It
It does. That's a strong
I'm basing
point.
so many information off of that one clue.
I know. What are you're going to say Mambas? Or
No. 'cause
M&M's
of
is
the
a
box
great
thing.
answer.
I think I'm going to go with M&M's
Because it's
too.
multicolored. Can we think of another multicolored?
Mike and Ike.
Oh, Mike and Ike.
But does a first grader know what a Mike and Ike is?
Mike and Ike's are at movie theaters. Kids go to movie theaters. I've seen them there.
That's true. Let's hold for a second for all the kids in my sister's class to yell whether they know what a Mike and Ike is. And then now my sister has to get them all under control again.
It turns out a lot of them know what Ikes are,
Yeah.
but not.
I'm having serious doubts. I'm still going to hold on to M&M's, but I
Okay.
think you nailed it.
Okay, let's see. The answer is taped up on the back, you see. So let's get the answer. M&M's. It's M&M's. That was tricky.
But I gotta say, the Mike and Ike
Yeah,
threw me for
yeah.
a minute.
It was
was a
the
really good-
McDonald's clue was really it was really confusing.
Ah, good question.
These kids, they might go to Harvard. All these kids.
And Pakaka and Harvard.
Do you think these kids know who Mark Wahlberg is?
They will.
now they will.
Oh, they will. If you go to Harvard.
Teacher, who's Marky Mark? Yeah.
let's stop. Let's stop so she can explain. And go.
My sister starts rapping. Okay, so next one. Brown
Okay.
can break them apart.
Okay.
2 of them that you could share with your mom, dad, or brother. Nobody else. You could
Okay.
only share with your mom, dad, or brother.
Well, I have brothers, so I think I'm the expert on this.
I don't have any brothers. I can't share with my
can't
brothers.
answer.
I'm your brother.
Oh, my brother. But I won't share with you. Okay, so I think when they said break apart, I was thinking Kit Kat.
I
but
was.
with 2 of them that you could share, I'm going to say this is a Twix, but you don't really
What?
break
No.
them apart.
There's 4 Kit Kats.
Yeah, 4 Kit
You
Kats.
have 2 yourself, and you share the
Twix
other 2.
come in pairs, and you don't break them off. They're
You
already
don't
separated.
break them, but the fact that they pointed out 2 of them,
That would
Because
be the whole thing.
the way children think is very confusing to me.
It's easy to me because I think like a child.
Yeah.
This game is perfect. for
Perfect
Greg.
for me, yeah.
You share 2, you eat 2.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Because
Okay.
the whole...
but then if there's 4, how many are in a Kit? How many Kit Kats are there in a Kit?
4.
If a Kit Kat could kit, how many Kit Kats are
like
there?
the normal ones have 4.
There's 4. But then they said your mom, dad, or brother. I thought they said and brother because I was thinking if you keep 2 for yourself, which little kids, you should share as much as you eat.
It's important to share, kids.
But if you were sharing it with your mom, dad, and brother, then you would need 5 if you're keeping 2 for yourself. But they said or brother.
Yeah. See, they know grammar.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. If I'll give them that. And let's pause for my sister to teach them grammar.
Real quick, just teach them grammar. I'm going to go with Kit Kat for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Twix.
That's a good call, but Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
It's Kit Kat. I'm sorry, Daniel. It's
I
Kit
don't
Kat.
know. Okay.
All of this hangs
It's
on-
Twix. It's Twix. It's the
Twix.
mind of a child.
Show me. Show me right now. I don't believe you.
Twix.
Read
Twix.
that description again. Read it again.
Brown. Okay,
Okay.
I get it. Can break them apart. That's
Oh,
what's
you can break them the other way.
You can break them. I mean,
I didn't even...
you could break anything.
Yeah.
And let's wait a second for these children to break everything in my sister's classroom. But you can break them. That's what got me. 2 of them, though, that you could share with your mom, dad, or brother because the number of Kit Kats just didn't add up
Your
for
mom
me.
or your dad or your
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
They're actively trying to trick us.
I don't know if they are or if that's just how children talk. That was really tricky. These are really tricky.
Like sometimes you think like, oh, why did Hansel and Gretel? Why did the witch let her trick them? And I'm like, oh no, she's just old. She's old and couldn't figure out that she was being tricked.
Yeah, well, look, kids are tricky.
Kids are
We're
tricky.
the old witches.
I think we should only do 4 of these because they're really good and harder than we thought.
Yeah.
So we have 2 more for right now.
okay, and then what? The other 4?
We'll save for another episode. Okay, so this one, white and red. I don't know the letter it starts with.
Cool.
Looks like an upside down J.
Okay.
What?
What?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Does the letter it starts with look like an upside down J, or does the candy look?
The candy does. It's a candy cane.
Yep, candy cane.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's really good.
That's a really good one. Because when they first said white and red, I was thinking of good and plenty.
Oh, right.
I don't know what letter it starts with.
Good and plenty is white and purple.
That's true. This is true. Hey, candy canes can be white and green.
I honestly feel like
I'm going to challenge these children. There's such thing as a chocolate candy cane out there.
Wait, what grade are these kids?
First grade.
I think that the middle thing,
I don't know what the letter it starts with
I think that's a clever, poetic little turn of phrase to get to the last clue. I don't think that's like a kid not knowing C's. I think
you think they're...
that's a playful. You're reading a poem, a riddle. I think you're reading a riddle.
Oh my
right?
God. This is a haiku. Let's wait for my sister to teach the children what a haiku is.
It's real simple. You just got to understand syllables.
Okay, it starts with Japan 4,000 years ago. Okay, an upside down J. Yeah, it's got to be a candy cane.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to go with candy cane.
yeah.
I know it. No, I'm going with good and plenty. Just because.
It's not even shaped like a...
But maybe the G is shaped like an upside down J.
Oh, man.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say-
handwriting wise, sure.
layers to this one.
Yeah, these kids are complex.
Candy cane.
Okay, 2 candy canes and a good and plenty. You two have agreed on everything.
That's my breakfast this morning was 2 candy canes and a good and plenty.
Candy canes.
Candy
You
canes.
got it.
That's right. And what a great clue that.
These are really
riddle.
good.
Yeah.
This is like Jeopardy caliber. I think
Yeah.
these kids should write for Jeopardy. I think all Jeopardy should be written by first graders.
Oh my, yeah. That show would be so much better.
And hosted by a first grader. And all of the people on the show, like everyone who works on the show is a first grader, but all the contestants are adults and they don't realize like, why are all these kids here? Okay, so the last one we're going to do for today. A bunch of circles, kind of like, it says I. I don't know if they mean 2. It's like line. I don't know if they mean like Roman. Do kids know Roman numerals in first grade? So I don't know if they mean I or 2 circles. So let me say this again. A bunch of circles, kind of like I circles, rainbow.
Okay.
What?
A bunch of circles.
Kind of like
I.
circles.
Oh, kind of like the dot on an I?
Oh.
Maybe. Well, why would there be 2 eyes? A bunch of
Because there's more than
rainbow.
one. It's got to be Skittles.
Wait. Look, was the clue say looks like I?
It's 2 lines.
So
No dots above it. It looks like the Roman numeral for 2, but the line on top is not there.
So it's 2 vertical lines.
2 vertical lines.
2 parallel vertical
kind
lines.
of like 2 vertical parallel lines, circles,
Okay.
rainbow. You say Skittles. I'm going to say Smarties.
Can you say that? Read it one more time?
Yeah.
A bunch of circles, kind of like I circles, rainbow.
I'm going to go Mike and Ike on this one.
Okay.
Because they're vertical and round.
Those are like pills, though.
A bunch of circles. For some reason, I feel like lollipops.
Oh, maybe.
Like it's a bunch of circles on an I.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just going to say Skittles. I'm very confused.
This is really, I'm going to say Smarties because I don't know what to make of this
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
I
say
circles.
Mike and Ike's on this one.
All right. We might all be
All in.
wrong. Spree.
Oh!
Yeah, they are rainbow
They're in
color.
a
But what is
tube.
the I
It's a tube.
When you flip it this way, right? Because they're flat. So they're round, but they're also flat. They're not balls. Like a Skittle is a ball.
yeah.
But a Spree is flat, like a Smartie. Like a flat on one
Yeah,
angle, but then
yeah.
circle when you turn it.
Mm-hmm. It could be it could be that, or it could be the tubes.
Yeah.
This is the hardest thing
No.
I've ever had to wrap my mind around.
Yeah.
They're going to need to explain this one. And let's take a minute for them to yell at my teacher. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay,
but
okay.
like anything on its side is going to look like a line.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Because Whoppers are round.
True.
Skittles are round. M&Ms
True.
are round.
Yeah.
So it never
True,
looks like
true,
an eye.
true.
Yeah.
But round on one side, like a disc. A disc is flat and round.
From the mouths of children.
Love it.
The way that they see the world.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Well, yeah, that was fun.
That
That was really
fun.
hard.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was
We
great.
appreciate the game.
Thank you so much to children.
To children,
Thank you, children.
you made it very hard.
That was really hard.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our episode. Thanks
again.
to children. This episode brought to you by the letter I. We're going to plug one thing for this show,
One
one
thing.
thing only. We want you to do one thing for us each week. So this week, let's say post about our show on social media or Discord or Reddit or
Yeah,
something.
please.
Yeah.
Spread the word about us. That's what we want you to do this week for us. Tell other people about this show. And this show is Candy is Dandy.
We would appreciate it. Thank you.
And we would
Thank you.
also appreciate it. And also, go get a first grade class of your own and start making us some questions also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thanks for listening. Tell your friends. Thanks to the kids once again.
This has been
That's been Candy is
Candy's
Dandy.
Dandy.
Bye. Peace. Bye.
Bye.
Laters.
Have a minty
Out.
day.
Ooh.
That's good.
Have a refreshing day.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. That's the one.
Yeah. Well, I'm the writer.
Daniel, look at me.
I looked at him. Why did I look? He took it from me.